So, as a recent university graduate, I used an iPad throughout all of it. And honestly, not everyone needs one. But for those who do, it can completely change how you study. So this is my practical advice on whether you should get an iPad for school. First, let's set some things straight. Some ground rules before you consider buying an iPad. Number one, at the end of the day, iPads are tools. They're used to get your work done in a certain way alongside your computer setup, and they can really expedite and improve the process significantly if you use them right. The key thing is using them right, because number two, school, at the end of the day, is still work. It will always require effort to achieve the success you want. iPads just make that process a little bit easier, but they're not magic. In fact, they can actually work against you in certain situations. If you're not disciplined, your iPad can just become a larger iPhone. And we all know how distracting our phones can be. If you find yourself using it to procrastinate instead of getting work done, then honestly, it might not be the best investment for you. So then, who is an iPad really for? In a sense, a lot of people. Probably even you, because the fact that you're even researching this means you're someone who likes to be informed and isn't an impulsive shopper. That's a good trait. It means you're approaching this decision rationally. Another important trait is having a solid work ethic. Again, school requires work, sometimes a lot of it. A lot. The iPad can really make things easier, but if you're already disciplined, it can take you even further. And lastly, one of the biggest traits is the ability to separate work from play. For example, on my iPad, I have zero entertainment. Literally none. No games, no fun apps, no distractions. Now, that might be a bit extreme, and you should still enjoy your device. But for me, I wanted this iPad to serve one purpose, to make me the most effective student I could be. And it did. If you can separate fun time from study time, you'll see really strong results. And yeah, it's easier said than done. There will be times when you don't feel like working. I still feel that sometimes, even after graduating. But if you can push through that and create a clear work environment with your device, it makes a huge difference. So now that we've gone over who would actually benefit from an iPad, should you actually get one for yourself? Well, if you generally fall into the group who would benefit from an iPad, you're already on the right track. Next, make sure it actually fits within your budget. Surprisingly, there are a lot of hidden costs that a lot of us don't think about. For example, the iPad isn't the only purchase you'll be making when you get this tablet. You'll probably need an Apple Pencil, which is another $100. Then there's a screen protector, a case, maybe a case sleeve, certain apps, etc. It all adds up. So whatever your budget is, give yourself at least a couple $100 of cushion. And I know that's a little extreme, but who knows, you might actually need that and maybe more. But if that works for you, good. Then the next step is thinking about how you'll actually use it compared to your other devices. Most people in school use their iPads for notes, but ask yourself, how often will you actually take handwritten notes? If you don't, or if your handwriting isn't great, don't write the iPad off, just expect a little bit of a learning curve. I went through that myself. I naturally write in cursive, but I switched to print when I started using my iPad. It's just something I had to do. And you'll see that, just like with every new device, there's a bit of a learning curve to it. But once you really get the hang of using your iPad, and I'll discuss how to use your iPad well in another video, you'll be incredibly grateful you got one. I know, because I am. So at the end of the day, the iPad is an incredibly versatile device that can either help you or hurt you depending on your habits. It's an add-on to your setup. You'll still need a computer for school, but it can really enhance what you're already doing. If you have the discipline, the system, and a clear way you plan to use it, it can genuinely make your life easier. But if you don't, it can just as easily become an expensive distraction. So don't think of the iPad as the solution. Think of it as a tool within your system. If the system is there, it'll work. If not, it probably won't. That's really it. Happy researching and happy studying. If you do end up getting an iPad or its accessories, I'll leave some affiliate links down below. Peace.